Hey, welcome in everybody for a Wednesday night. Hafeman Bros talking Packers. Still just me. Ben couldn't make it again. He works the schedule he works, and now he's screwing up our whole show. Come on, bro. Anyway, never mind. All right, we'll give Ben some slack. He's trying to do what he's got to do. All right, I've got a few things to talk to you about tonight. A couple notes from the game with the Ravens. I know it's a couple days old now, so I'm not going to get in depth into things, but a couple of key points that stuck out to me. We'll see what you think about those. Another quick thing that we'll get out of the way here in a second is just Pro Bowl votes. Initial Pro Bowl voting announced. I know Eka says, "Who cares? Makes Pro Bowl." I get it, but we'll mention that to you because it is Packer news. And then I have a couple plays to show you from one Packer and one non-Packer. And then some big news for Hafeman Bros moving forward. And then we cap it off with the whole reason we're doing a show. I'm doing a show tonight in the first place. Otherwise, I would have just skipped it. That's for the end. Okay, let's get into quick Packer news. We have Packer Pro Bowlers, right? Packer Pro Bowlers named today. Aaron Rodgers sets a franchise record with his 10th Pro Bowl selection. And he was snubbed in his early years. Think about that. There were a couple of years early on he didn't make it that he probably should have. So 10 Pro Bowl selections. That is a team record, a new team record. He surpasses Brett Favre and Jerry Kramer, who had 9 Pro Bowl selections. Now, the Pro Bowl is a little different now than it was back in Jerry Kramer's day, but a lot of things have changed since then. So, still, big credit to Aaron Rodgers. Devontae Adams named a Pro Bowler, and then Kenny Clark. Woo! Now, he's been good and impactful at times, but kind of not impactful at times. I don't know if he's a Pro Bowler, but he's elected to the Pro Bowl, so there you go. Let's see. Now, the alternates. This is an interesting list. It's an interesting list. Aaron Jones named a first alternate. Here's some surprise alternates. Some guys coming into the season that you would not have expected to even be in the Pro Bowl conversation for the Green Bay Packers. One is the punter, the new punter. Bojo Corey Bojorquez is a Pro Bowl alternate. When was the last time the Packers had a Pro Bowl, even alternate punter? Check that out, somebody, and tell me. I don't even know when. Years, decades, maybe lifetimes ago. Also, Rashawn Gary finally getting the bulk of the snaps with Za'Darius Smith not being there. And look at that. A Pro Bowl alternate. The first time he gets to play more than 50% of the snaps. Do we need Za'Darius? I think not. And finally, a guy we've been telling you is really good for quite a while. Rasul Douglas is a Pro Bowl alternate. He should probably be, well, if he got a chance to start the season with the Packers and actually play right away, probably would be a Pro Bowler. But he's a Pro Bowl alternate because he's had limited action or didn't get to play the first 4 games of the year, 5 games of the year, whatever it was. And then the Packers, it took him a little longer than it took us to figure out how good he is. And now he's a Pro Bowl alternate. Rasul Douglas, a guy that nobody wanted this offseason. Pro Bowl alternate. That is worth noting, and congrats to him. Congrats to all those guys. Again, I know the game's kind of a joke now, but it's still recognition from fans, players, and everybody. It's a good bit of recognition for those 7 Green Bay Packers between the 3 first-team guys and then the alternate guys. Okay, what else do we got? We have a couple of notes from the game. Now, as I was watching the game, one thing that really was disturbing to me was the way the Packers chose to play defense in this game. Not the players per se, but the defensive strategy, the defensive plan. I, for the life of me, could not figure out why they were playing so soft on all of these receivers. And they were playing a lot of soft man coverage, which also didn't make sense. Let me explain. Okay. Now, Lamar Jackson was out. Tyler Huntley played. He's also a very athletic quarterback, right? Similar to Jackson. I think he's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good quarterback for a young guy. Okay, has a lot of tools. But is he an extremely great pinpoint accurate passer? I would say no. Okay. So when you play soft man coverage and you're playing way off, okay, you are giving all the easy throws. You're giving all of the throws in front of your guys. So the Packers gave him a lot of easy throws. He had, I think, 4 incompletions through the first 16 pass attempts or something like that. Maybe he might have been even like 13 out of 17 or something like that before he had another incompletion. Why? Because the Packers were giving him so many easy throws and they were playing so soft in coverage, which really hindered Rasul Douglas's ability to play the way he wants to play. And to me, most of the game, until late in the game when he got to play up tighter on guys, he did not look comfortable playing that way. He did not look really into the plan of playing way off, letting guys catch the ball in front of you all the time. But that's what the Packers chose to do again and again and again. Number one, I don't think that's the right approach because why wouldn't you come up, challenge those receivers, make this young quarterback who isn't known for being very accurate throw balls over the top of you, make him drop it in a little window? I don't think he could do that very successfully. But the Packers didn't even attempt to make him do that, which completely drove me insane most of the game watching the way they were playing coverages. It just 0 cents to me, zero cents at all. I didn't get it. And he had a great game because of it. Now, the other reason why it made absolutely no sense, okay, was because Tyler Huntley was a very good runner, athletic quarterback, right? Very good, very athletic. And he ran all over the place at times. Ran all over the place. And the only reason, in my estimation, that the Ravens did not take the lead at the end of the game is because they chose to take his legs away from him and made him do a rollout to the right and throw to one guy. That was a very stupid play call. Why wouldn't you allow him space to move and probably run it in? Because I think he could have. If he would have had the whole field to work with and a little bit of time and you spread guys out, I think he scores a 2-point conversion on his own. But the Ravens made a bad call. They went to the pass instead of allowing him to use his legs, and it made no sense. So thank you, Ravens, for that. That's why the Packers held on and won. Great. They still maybe could have come back and won. Sure, all those things could have happened. But I just think that the Ravens did us a favor there. Let's be honest about it. Okay. Next, if you're playing a really mobile quarterback like that, and you want to contain him, okay, the D-line has to play a part, but also you can help yourself out by not giving up big running lanes and big attempts for him to run where there's lots of space if you're playing more zone coverage. So I would have preferred to see zone coverage if you're going to play soft and not play up tight on guys. And then if you're going to play man coverage, let's play up on him and make this young quarterback who's not known to be an accurate passer be an accurate passer to beat us. That would have seemed to be a good defensive approach to me. That was completely opposite of Joe Barry's game plan. I hated the game plan for the defense. I didn't get it at all. That's why the game is so damn close. So that's my big takeaway from the game. Now, the Packers still won. Aaron Rodgers played very well again. Offense it was a weird first half. They didn't get many possessions, of course. They had they had like one possession, 3 and out between some long drives for the Ravens, right? And then, or I think the second long drive for the Ravens. But the Packers didn't get a lot of first half possessions. So there wasn't a lot of opportunities for them to score, but they were very efficient. They had good offense. They had big plays. Rodgers made crazy throws. They ran it pretty well. Good. So offense was good. No seriously huge issues with special teams. A couple of things, of course, to clean up. And there were a couple of things in there. Hopefully they get that all straightened out. But to me, the biggest glaring issue is the defensive game plan and the way they chose to play coverage and play against this quarterback. especially 1 week after seeing how much Justin Fields ran all over the Packers defense. So I didn't get it. They need to fix that because they're going to see athletic quarterbacks in the playoffs in the future. So please figure that out. Okay. Did anyone else really enjoy seeing Tom Brady suck so bad? Seeing the Saints make him look so bad? Shut out Tom Brady. Tom Brady, the first time he's been shut out in 15 years. Well, he looked like Tom Brady. And he threw tantrums like Tom Brady once again when stuff doesn't go his way, cursing at the other teams, coaches, yelling at officials, being Tom Brady, who I know and don't love. He is still Tom Brady. That's true. That's a true statement. And he also showed you that every time he gets pressure up the gut, he's a mess. That dude cannot play when he gets pressure up the gut. So you would think, Packers, put that away in your memory. Because if you see this guy in the playoffs, bring some freaking pressure up the gut. He can't handle it. He can't move well enough to get away with it. Do you see the one time he tried to run? So good. So good. Oh, man. Now I know Gronk dropped some balls. I know they're missing some guys. People made a lot of excuses for Tom Brady. But guess what? Aaron Rodgers is missing guys all the time. Other quarterbacks are missing key receivers, and they still make it work. Oh, but poor Brady. He didn't have this guy. He didn't have that guy. Shut up. He played terribly, deserved everything he got, and then he made a big stink about it and cried about it. And told told Dennis Allen to go F himself. Class act, Tom Brady, great leadership. What a piece of garbage. Whatever. Okay, that's enough about Tom Brady. Anyway, I thoroughly enjoyed it. The one thing I do want to say is I sure hope the Saints make the playoffs, because I'd love to see the Saints play the Bucs in the playoffs, the Buccaneers. Sorry, Ben. See the Buccaneers in the playoffs again, because that would be kind of fun. Be a good test for those Buccaneers. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Okay, we got those things out of the way. I enjoyed it. I will get into my other thing later on. We have some announcements for Hafeman Bros. Now, we're going to be switching platforms here shortly for live streaming. We've been using Zoom. I have recently been turned on to StreamYard, and I like some of the capabilities there, including the ability to live stream on multiple platforms at once. So, what we could do for Hafeman Bros is live stream on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. Huh? There's a way that we could reach more people, get it in their face a little bit. Also, potentially, there are some other camera angles, some other looks, some other layouts we can use. Functionality is nice. It's a pretty cool suite, broadcast suite that they give you. Simple to use, but still has some cool features. So we are going to start doing that shortly. It is also rumored to have better video playback and not have the lag time that sometimes you get with Zoom or others or whatever. So we'll see. We'll see if all that comes true. Maybe that's more Wi-Fi connected. Anyway, I'm up for trying it out. We're trying to kick up our game. And the other thing is we can do more graphics of our own and branding of our own. So we got to up our game that way too. We got to put more into the show, improve the quality for our loyal viewers, and hopefully attract some new viewers too. Okay. So there you go. StreamYard coming soon with Hafeman Bros. Once we're ready. And the big announcement is for the end. Let's talk about, I'm going to save my other piece. I don't want to go on too long tonight. All right, what do we got here? We do have a couple of plays to share with you. I really am excited to. Now, number one, Royce Newman is Royce Newman. And I do want to share one of his plays that really were not very good. But that's good old Royce. That's what you get with Royce. So let's take a peek here. We're going to take a peek at this particular Royce Newman play. Now, this is 3rd and 5. This is after the Ravens had scored. It's 31-24. Okay? The Packers looking to get some first downs, put this game away. A little 3 and chains on the clock here. Left in the game. And good old Royce is right here. No, right guard, Royce. Right guard, Royce. Let's take a peek at what happens to him on this play. Now, the Ravens thought somebody moved. They're jumping around. They're not really ready. But it still doesn't matter. Okay, ball is snapped. Here's Royce right here. So you got Runyon starting out with Lucas Patrick here. He's going to come and help out Yash. Got Dennis Kelly manned up. And you got good old Royce right here. Okay, manned up. He's got a guy on him. Okay, let's see how he does. All right. He's getting walk back, and classic Royce. Now, I don't know if that was choppy enough because of the interface, but let's just give it one more quick look here, step by step. It doesn't take long. And our man Royce gives up a huge sack on 3rd and 5. We got to punt the ball away. We get a short punt. The Ravens score. And, of course, we know what happened after that, the crazy 2-point conversion. So that's good old Royce Newman for you. Classic Royce. I'm going to start calling it. It's classic. Classic Royce Newman. All right. Dog, go away. I'm trying to do a show here. Now, I will remind you, there was another guard in this year's draft that the Packers had a chance to draft multiple times. I would have been happy if they took him in the 1st round, even though everybody else would have freaked out. Not me, though. I would have been happy about it. You remember our guy, Hartford, Wisconsin zone, UW Whitewater zone, Quinn Miners. Let's see how Quinn's doing. We got a couple of Quinn plays here. Let's see how my man Quinn Miners is doing with the Broncos. Now, coincidentally, Quinn Miners is also playing right guard, right here, right guard. There he is. Let's check out how he does on this play. This is fourth quarter, 5.5 to go. Denver's down 10. They got the ball back in their territory. 2nd and 9. Quinn again, right here, right guard, right there, right next to the center on the right side.
Pass with the man in motion.
Now, I want you to just, for point of reference here, this is a pass play. Watch how Quinn Miners attacks this guy. He does not retreat and get bowled over on this play. Look how far this defensive lineman gets to rush, actually.
Pass with the man in motion.
Okay, they engage right there. That's the first part they engage. A couple years back. Takes a couple steps back, engages, and then that guy goes nowhere. Actually, he starts to go backwards a little bit. And Cleveland sticks with him as he tries to go to the middle.
Fires it. Caught.
A little bit different than Royce, right? Just saying. Could have had that guy. Could have really solidified some spots on the line. I want you to watch one more. And we know that Quinn Miners, we showed you on the show 100 million times, that he excels at run blocking. And that's why I picked these two plays to show you, because these are both pass blocking plays. Pass blocking plays by Quinn. Okay? So let's sneak a peek here at, he's right guard right there. And now this is a very different play. He has to make an adjustment. He starts out on one guy, then has to adjust over. But he shows you manned up on a guy. He can dominate him right there, not even let any penetration in. And when he gets put in a spot where he's got to make an adjustment, let's see how he does.
Sense. Throw then.
Now, I just want to go back to that, and I'm going to go a little step by step here, because the Broncos got overloaded. They get overloaded here, right? This safety comes over, kind of lines up on the line of scrimmage. So then you end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys right in the line of scrimmage, okay?
Sense.
All right, they're all right there. You got to figure out. I mean, they're not all coming. Some guys have to stay out in coverage, of course. But you have to figure it out in the offensive line on the fly.
Big throw then. All
right, ball is snapped. We got most of these guys coming. I guess they are. They are all coming. What did I know? They're all coming. Okay. So Oh, no, this guy's dropping back right here. This guy's dropping out. But you got these two guys coming. These guys are all coming. You got a bunch of guys coming. So Quinn starts looking at this guy. His guy's dropping off. Okay, but then he also sees you got two guys over here and one blocker over here, and he's got to make a quick, late adjustment. He actually helps solidify the guy with the center for a second just to make sure that guy doesn't get a quick push right up the middle. And then quickly spins over to the guy that came inside the tackle, gets him to the ground, and then buries him. Now, you guys know I love talking offensive line. You know I love offensive line play. And you know my favorite Packer is an offensive lineman, Lucas Patrick. But man, I wish we had drafted that guy. Really, really, really do. Okay, so there's some O-line perspective for you. Happy day. Everybody loves Jason's O-line talk. Hey, Bernard, how you doing? Rodgers MVP? Maybe. I kind of like Johnny Taylor for MVP myself because Johnny Taylor is the man, no doubt. Packers 11-3. Yes, Bernard, they are. They're doing great. I will say that I kind of wanted the Packers to not have the number one seed because I didn't want to have guys playing in super crazy cold weather, and I've said that before, and I know people don't agree with me. I'll explain more later. I want to see, I believe in, the reason I'm saying that this year is I believe in this team, and I want to see good football, and I believe they can beat anybody on any field. And I'd rather see the conditions not also hamper their team because they will hamper the Packers team just like they'd hamper the other team. But I'd rather see the Packers have an opportunity to play in better conditions because I think they can beat anybody. I think they can beat any of these teams in the NFC. I don't care where the game's played. I would just prefer to see good football versus weather condition impacted football. So maybe that's me. I don't think it's necessarily an advantage. I guess the crowd could be an advantage, of course, but the actual field conditions and how you have to play through it, I'd rather see more favorable weather conditions than what Green Bay is probably going to bring in late January. So there's that. All right. I'm going to get more into it with Ben on Friday night. Talked about the rest of the stuff already. It is time. It is time. For the reason I did the show tonight in the first place, which is Mom and Dad's 48th anniversary today. Mom and Dad, 48 years. Love you guys. It's amazing. 48 years of marriage. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. Thanks for bringing us into the world. So because of 48 years of marriage, you're going to get a couple of fart gun salutes tonight. Oh, that was a weak one. Okay. Mom and Dad are the best. We've talked about them plenty of times on this show. We know that. You guys all know that. Mom and Dad are the best. You also understand that Mom and Dad support us in everything we do. Are huge Packer fans. Probably the reason we're Packers fans in the first place, right? That Ben and I are. And the other part with Mom and Dad is they have lived in the Green Bay area their whole lives. Their whole lives, right up there. So they are northeastern Wisconsiners, crazy Packers fans, diehard Packers fans, and Mom is now Packer owner as well. Congrats on 48 years, you guys. Mom and Dad, love you so much. That's all I got for you tonight. Friday night, Ben will be here, so it'll be more fun. It's holiday Ben. It's Christmas Ben. Ben is as jolly as good old St. Nick, and you'll find that on Friday night when you tune in. 9 p.m. Hafeman Bro Show. You guys have a good night. Peace out. Be good. Stay well.